Gonna do a quick little garden tour, guys. It's June 9th. June 9th. I had to come out and put straw down again in all of my garden beds, especially in the tomato pepper bed, trying to prevent the drought, trying to keep moisture in my dirt because I've been watering, and we finally got rain yesterday. Finally. My little zucchini guy is, this is the one that I thought maybe wouldn't make it, but he's definitely flowering and thriving. My green beans are doing really good. Got a couple stray lettuces in this one that I definitely need to trim back. We got farmer's market, my first one in 2 days, so really excited. I'm gonna get some lettuces harvested and bagged up, dried and bagged up. My zucchini, this zucchini, so I've come around and put plant food around all of my plants as well. This one's definitely got some vitamin deficiency going on, so I gotta come out and put coffee grounds, eggshells. Maybe you can see that I got a little bit of plant food in there. Maybe a little bit more plant food. Try to help that zucchini out. I think I finally have a butternut squash growing. My eggplants still nothing back there. My celeries are doing good. What is that? Huh. The pepper plants inside here are doing really well. They're thriving because the garlic helped give them some cool shade from the heat. We've had some stunning sunrises lately. So my radishes are bolting from the heat, and they are overdue, you guys. They really should have been picked last week, but I was hanging on to leaving all the radishes in here because I'm going to pick them in 2 days. 2 mornings from now to do the farmer's market, but they are definitely bolting. My sunflowers back there, there's 2 in the corner, and then I have the cucumbers. So the cucumbers are doing well, they're thriving. My little transplants are doing really well, which is surprising because all my transplants this year have struggled. There's more of those sunflowers. Ooh, I gotta poke those behind. I want them to grow behind the brown trellis. Snap peas are doing great. I got snap peas growing. Green onions, you can finally see them poking up here, there, and everywhere. They're kind of everywhere in here. My lettuces, sweet turnips, they look like lettuce, but that's sweet turnips back there, and lettuces are up here. We've been definitely enjoying the lettuces, you guys, and the radishes. They're solid. So this is the one I came in and we put plant food down to help them, and we put all the straw down. I have lots of, it's hard to see right over here, but I do have lots of pepper seeds popping up here and there, but you can tell by the leaves, by the plants. This bed is still, it's like every other day. I don't know what's gonna make it. So right here, here, and that one. Oh man, were my sweet, oh there's a little Spidey on him, banana pepper plants, and they were my favorite, along with this slim, long red slim pepper plant. This one might still make it. I think these ones are giving him enough shade for him to hang in there. They were my favorite, along with my Mardi Gras purple bell pepper plants, and I don't know if those banana ones are gonna make it. But my tomatoes are all better. They're all looking a lot better. Some are still kind of grumpy, but my basil has come back as well. Look how lush that is. Ooh, that made me think of this. I could probably pick some basil and do a baggie or 2 of basil for the farmer's market. My little herbs down here is so hard to see in this light, you guys. But there's the sage. It's hard to see in there. That's rosemary. And I did have something planted in this row, but I have other things that are popping up. I think some are weeds. And then my chives. And then mint. There's supposed to be mint in here as well, but that's not growing. The mint in the pot, you guys, is finally poking through. Maybe I'll do a peek. I had to move all of my herbs to the front porch because it's a very covered front porch and is shaded majority of the time. These leaves are just crunchy, so I'm going to go ahead and pluck this leaves, and hopefully, actually I might be just pluck that whole branch. the heat, you guys. We've had 90-degree heat like the last 4 or 5 days. And this entire next week is supposed to be like 90 degrees. This is not our typical Iowa June weather, you all. We haven't had typical spring either. Just doing a little pruning here. Anyhow, my herbs are all up on my front porch now to protect them from the direct sun and the heat. And then all my potted container pots on my back pad deck are up against the house where they get a fair amount of shade during the extreme afternoon sun and heat. Yeah, these guys are just burnt. They're not happy. Do y'all talk to your plants? Sometimes I talk to my plants like, come on guys, hang in there. So it is like 5:30 in the morning, you guys. My kids are still asleep. I let the puppies out, fed them. They're probably running hot laps in my house, waking the kids up. But this is really, and we've been doing our dog walks and workouts at like 8 in the morning because it's just so hot. See, okay, so I can't tell if this one, oh, the little basil over here, good. This is basil seeds, that's coming through. So I have, well, not that one, but this is marigold, strawberry marigold. I got a couple of these planted in here. So over here, I definitely had a lot of seeds planted. This whole corner was planted seeds. And so I think that is one. These are the ones I'm not sure of, you guys, but there's a few of them, which makes me think they're spread out, which makes me think they were the sweet pepper candy ones that I planted. I think this might be a weed. Sometimes it's hard to tell when they get going, and so I just let them grow a little bit so that I can see. Oh, this is a weed. I think that was a weed. And then I definitely have that guy growing, and I think that's tomato. I don't even know where he came from. Okay, so that is the tomato pepper plants, you guys. Got the beautiful morning sunshine here. Let's get some more of that sunrise. Good morning, y'all. It's Nicole, Fields of Grace, and doing a little garden check-in. My Mardi Gras purple bell pepper plant is about to get lots of blossoms on her. My container pots are all doing good. I had moved them more closer to the house, so they're in the shade during the hot, sunny afternoon. A lot of these pepper plants have got little buds on them. Tomatoes got flowers on them. I pinched back some, but I'm not going to pinch back too much more. They're hanging in there, y'all. We've had serious drought here in Iowa. I haven't really had rain, and so it's daily watering at night every evening. And I've fertilized and just trying to keep the plants hanging in there. We have first little strawberry in a bud, so that's exciting. No new flowers yet here. They're still just kind of chilling. Got a tarp put over the new pepper tomato bed, which is really helping protect my little itty bitty pepper and tomato plants from sun scald. And these three growing in here is mini eggplants, because the eggplants down in the garden bed are not growing at all. So we got some flowers here. Onions are doing good. I might have to pull one of those up soon just to kind of get a peek. These are Carmen sweet peppers. They're red, and then also I think one of them is just like a regular little mini pepper coming up. Let's go take a look out at the garden. Alright, so green beans are growing. zucchini is growing. This zucchini one has ginormous leaves on her. I've done eggshells and coffee grinds, plus fertilizer here, trying to help this one out. Nutrient wise, it's getting better, but I have this going on with another little zucchini, so I think last year I had tomatoes over here, and so I think that is what's going on, is that the tomatoes last year changed the soil a little bit, but we're working on it. Celery, stray lettuce from last year. You know what? I think I do have a little eggplant growing back there, right behind the sign. And I think I have one butternut squash. We've been pulling a little bit of garlic. The rest of my garlic still waiting another week or two, maybe. My little pepper plants in here. So something has been starting to go in my garden. And nibbling on things. And I've put diatomaceous earth down a couple times. And I think I've got it stopped, so hopefully this lovely Nikita pepper is doing really, really well. Just tucked in here. I'm sneaking those baby pepper plants here in between my garlic. Has really helped protect them from the heat for the most part. My little mini pumpkins are doing good. Still haven't figured out what's growing back there. I'm thinking birds dropped something in over winter, and so I have a surprise growing. It's kind of hard to see, but I have some little sticks here and here, so I know where pepper seeds are that I planted. I planted some more rainbow mix seeds, because 2 of the plants I had put in here died. Flower beds, guys. Slowly but surely. So those are the dahlia tubers and sunflowers, which are doing really well. The rest of the flower beds, kind of, I feel like they're behind. Growing very slowly. So the whole cut flower thing, being the first year, it's definitely a learning curve and experiment. I am excited to say, so some of this is weeds, you guys. I keep coming in here and the weeds just keep coming back. Where did that Talinum go? Oh, doggone it, something's eating my Talinum. But it's nice to see some stuff popping up over here. And I'm pretty sure that big one's a weed. So we had our first farmer's market, y'all. We had lettuce, we had radishes, we had garlic, and we had our soaps. And we had a really nice setup. It was really cute. My daughter helped, and it did not go very well. We didn't really sell anything, which was very disappointing. And then, so we have a ton of lettuce, bagged lettuce, that we're eating up this week. And my lettuces, yeah, we kind of really chopped back. We kind of hacked. My daughter was helping me, and I think we over-hacked that lettuce head. But the heat wave here, the ones with the purples in them, are doing really nicely. And then the green onions, y'all, are now poking up. They're kind of everywhere in this bed, which was not on purpose. So this is where the radishes were. And I came out today and plucked almost all the rest of them. There's only like 4 or 5 left, so they weren't doing so hot. So I just plucked them, and we replanted. And I replanted some green onions in here and in here. And then in the middle here, I redid radish seeds. So we'll have more radish growing. My cucumbers back there are doing all right. I got 5 little cucumber plants. They're growing slowly but surely. Snap peas are doing all right. They're hanging in there. My daughter came out and plucked, I don't know, 5 or 6 snap peas this morning to eat. So because of our drought, y'all, even with my watering, it's just some of them are struggling. So I came out and planted a couple more snap pea seeds down here. Maybe as backups, hopefully. And then these are the sweet turnips. And you can see they do look so much like those white radishes, y'all. The leaves are different though. And I did nibble on some of those white radishes. And they're definitely radishes, you guys. I could taste the radish in them. So that was very entertaining last week. Because I didn't know if they were turnips or radishes. But and then, so here is my little tarp, you guys. I got this off Amazon for like 20 bucks. And it's a pretty big one to help my pepper tomato bed. So I'm trying to do a little close up here, y'all, to get underneath here. They're still struggling a little bit, but they're hanging in there, you guys, a lot better now with the tarp. Our little watermelon here is doing really good. I'm going to, I guess this is a bad angle. I'm about to start working her. She's got to get a little bit bigger, and then I'll work her up through the little fence here and along the sides of the garden box. And I'm pretty sure I have some little pepper seeds growing, like right here. I think that's a pepper, and that's a pepper, and I think that might be a pepper. We have this weed right here. Can you see it? That's been popping up everywhere. I thought originally it was pepper seeds, but because they're elsewhere in the garden box, I think it's weeds. So yeah, let me get in here. So definitely notice the tomato plants are doing a lot better in here. I feel like this is really zoomed in. There we go. And you can tell the coloring is a lot better. Y'all, this is the one I thought was going to be dead, and she's come back very, very well. So that's exciting. Chives are doing really well. They're getting tall. And I've got a little rosemary. That's my, or not rosemary, sorry, my strawberry blonde marigold. Got a couple of those growing. See here, those little, they look like, I'm pretty sure they're weeds. I'm letting them grow just a little bit longer, so taller, so I could tell for sure. This is what it kind of looks like underneath my little thing here. I'm going to have to, I've been using twine, and I'm going to have to get those little rings, clasp rings, to use instead, so that I can get in underneath here on the other side better to harvest things. But so this is jalapeno. That's a jalapeno. Yeah, see, they're struggling a little bit, but I do want to show you guys because this is very promising for me. This is one of my favorite plants I got this year, and it is my long red slim pepper. It's a sweet pepper. It's not spicy. I thought she was totally dying and dead, but she's coming back. There's tons of new little leaves on her, so that's very exciting for me. Very happy about that. These tomatoes over here, my basil is looking great. We did basil and orange mint and peppermint herbs at the farmer's market. I actually sold one baggie of herbs, so that was exciting. Let me come back around the other side here. See if I can get in here. Kind of tight. These peppers over here, y'all, are still struggling a little bit. But this right here is one of my sweet banana peppers, and she also was nearly dead and now is coming back. So that's also very, very good, because it's the last one left of that 6-pack. So I also have, I think you can kind of see, maybe if I can see, I have these, where'd it go, sticks right here. I've got a couple of these in this big raised bed where I have replanted some seeds, hoping that they will grow. And I'm using the sticks so that I know that they're actually seeds growing and not weeds. But yeah, so tomatoes are doing really well now. I'm hoping these peppers all keep hanging in there. Yeah, see, here we go. Here's another one of them. I think it's a weed, but it might be a pepper. I'm not sure because I had planted so many seeds in here. I don't honestly know. So that's kind of where I'm at. My front flower beds are kind of in a re-budding phase, so there's not a whole lot happening up there. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at here oh, there you go, you can see some snap peas. Mid-June here. Hanging in there in the drought. And doing a little bit of replanting. So that's where we're at, y'all. got our first strawberries happening, so that's really exciting. Oh, what the heck? Got a little browning going on here. Wanted to show you guys. Let's see if I can find it in here. Here it is. Look. First tomato. Can we see it? There we go. Whoops, sorry, I zoomed in too much. First tomato. This is, I think, these are the beefsteak tomatoes that I have in the pot. I gotta come out and trim this guy up. I wasn't gonna do any trimming this year on my tomato plants, but I think I'm gonna have to on these guys. These are looking a little crazy. Lots of flowers on this one, so tomatoes will be coming.